I really enjoyed presenting Thronecast. It was a totally new thing for me. I've always done like acting and comedy and that kind of thing in music, but presenting was a whole different challenge, and it was a challenge. It's a lot harder than I thought it was. Just having someone like speaking into your ear all the time, and I thought I'd just get to rock up and do jokes about Game of Thrones. Turns out, no. It's a whole different skill set, and you have to stand with your legs in the right way and poke your chest out and do this and speak in a certain voice, and there's 3 different cameras around here like this, and yeah, it was great. It was great. Mainly for me, the thing I enjoyed most about it, apart from properly geeking out about Game of Thrones, which is really fun, which I'd previously only done privately, was learning this new skill, really, presenting. Well, I don't think I've learnt it yet, but starting to learn it anyway. People often think it'd be really hard doing more than 1 show a day at the festival, but actually I think most people do now. This will be my 9th year at the festival, and I've never done, I think, less than 2 shows. No, I've never done less than 2, but often you end up with all the gigs in the evening and you help out in other people's shows, often do a bit of improv, a bit of stand-up in the evenings. You end up doing sort of 4 shows a day on average. But I found if you have the odd day off, you slow down, you sort of stop functioning properly. And if you're doing 3-4 shows a day, you just keep ticking along, the adrenaline keeps you going. Then you crash out at the end of the day. It's probably not healthy in the long term, but it's sustainable for a month, just about. My show this year is called Live in Vegas, and it's a musical character comedy show. So I basically play 4 characters as part of one of those big Vegas cabaret shows, like the Celine Dion kind of Caesar's Palace shows, but obviously on a much smaller budget. And I play a spoof of Taylor Swift kind of character, indie British rock boy, and I play this sort of monstrous diva called Felice, who's supposed to basically be a bit like Mariah Carey. And it's got all these different genres of musical comedy in it, sort of like a parody of rock and roll and of country and western and power ballads, and it's very good. Fingers crossed. Come and see it. Improv has become so popular in the last 5 years. Our group is called Ostentatious. We've been coming up for 3 years, but all of us within the group have been coming up with an improv show for about 7 or 8 years to the Fringe. And over even that time, since 2008, the improv shows at the Fringe every year, it seems like they double. It's extraordinary. There's more little groups propping up every year. Which is fantastic, and we can all sort of guest it because it's improv. You can go and guest in each other's shows, which is really, really fun. In terms of the challenge of improv, it's learning how to improvise. Really, I think a lot of people think because you haven't got a script, you can just do it. But actually, it's like anything; you have to learn it. In terms of the challenge of improv, I suppose it's just learning it. Really, learning how to do it. Just because there's not a script, it can be for everyone, but you still have to learn how to do it. There are ways in which you can improvise well and make a good show. And learning that, you can take a course, you can take lessons with people, and just go and see lots of improv and learn the skills. It's basically like anything, it's just a skill that you have to learn how to do. But once you've got it, it's the funnest thing in the world. I think I actually find improv less scary than anything else I do because it's just so fun. You can just run with it.